that's why. Alright, you ready?
Alrighty, ready to
Yo!
go?
What the fuck up, Crazy Nation? It's your boy SB reppin' Kraayziie. And you know what it is? I'm with my co-host.
Chronics, what's up? What's going on, guys?
This is Crazy Sports. I know a lot of people were asking if we're gonna bring this back anytime soon, and lately I just decided to make the channel because I felt why not? Like, we've been talking about it. We've been wanting to do it anyway. We did it on Kraayziie anyway, so it's like, why not just bring it into,
We'll just transfer it over to the new channel,
yeah.
implement it.
I was thinking of making like an intro and all that stuff, but maybe that'll come in later. And plus, like, every day, myself and Chronics talk about football. We talk about sport all the time. So it's like we might as well just do it again, right? So yeah, we're bringing it back. And yeah, let's just get this shit started, eh? Where do you want to go first? Do you want to just go first with the team of the year?
I'll go first with mine if you want.
Go. Who do you have on your team of the year?
For me, goalkeeper, I'm gonna go Mendy. Reason being, obviously, the amount of clean sheets he's kept on his first season, that's a no-brainer. He's
Yep.
probably our best signing since Petr Cech.
Yep.
Right back, I'll probably go Jacques Cancelo because he's just ridiculous in a just the whole like right back shenanigan. I reckon he's just a solid player in general. His centre back pairing is, I know it's gonna be a little bit weird, but my first one will be Ruben Diaz. Even though his price tag is like 65 mil, he's been superb for you guys, and
he's young.
I'd honestly say for the second pairing, I'd probably say Rudiger. I know it's a little bit odd, but Rudiger's been freaking ever since Thomas Tuchel came into the side, he just fucking is seemed to step up.
Yeah.
Left
That's
back, I'll go Zinchenko, just because freaking under Guardiola he's been fucking transformed, man.
Yeah.
The amount of criticism last time I've heard he's been getting, and now to put
What
in
about
good
Luke
performances
Shaw?
is really good. Don't get me wrong, he's good, but
I reckon
see
Luke Shaw's had
Zinchenko.
a way better year than him, in my
I reckon
opinion.
Zinchenko for me is good, but
Yeah,
your free midfield, I'm gonna go two Chelsea players.
Really?
I'm gonna actually sorry. I'll go N'Golo Kante,
Yeah.
one.
You're gonna find my
I'll
team very
go
interesting then.
I'll go Gundogan, the second one.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go Mount, the other one. Then for your attackers, I'm gonna go Phil Foden for the left.
So what's this?
4-3-3.
Okay.
Then I'll go what's it called? I'll maybe go if I can count Kevin. Yeah, I'll count Kevin De Bruyne, even though he's
As an
out,
attacker? He's not an
as a false
attacker.
nine. As a false nine.
Okay.
Then play.
Who's on the right?
I'll probably stick with Riyad Mahrez as your.
So
as
you're
your right winger.
practically just picking a whole City team.
Mixture.
So no.
But you got
Wait. So no United players, even though they're second.
No.
And no West Ham players, even though they're third.
They're not third.
Aren't they third or
They're
fourth?
Fifth.
But still, the year that they had. Alright, cool.
Mate, that's
You
just
wanna know
because
mine?
Lingard came in January. Yeah, go on.
Alright. Goalkeeper, Martinez. He has to be. He's been the best goalkeeper this year, in my opinion. For what he's done for Villa, is a lot. And you look how much that's hurt Arsenal as well.
Oh, yeah, for sure, 100%.
Right back, Would I go? Yeah, I'll go Cancelo. To me, Cancelo is probably the best right back in the league. Because Trent had that little stint of like fucking up.
Yeah.
Centre back pairing, Ruben Diaz and fuck.
It doesn't matter. You can go freaking
No,
John Stones.
I don't like Stones.
Sometimes I feel if people chose Stones, it's mainly just because Ruben Diaz is
You
that
know
way
what?
anymore.
I'm gonna go Maguire because whenever Maguire does a play, United play terrible. Actually,
Interesting.
Maguire's actually had a pretty decent year, and as well the games when he didn't play, like United lost. Left back, I'm gonna go Shaw. Luke Shaw's probably had the best year of his career, and without a doubt. I'm gonna go. I'll go with 3, but CDM, and I can't believe you didn't even think of this guy. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Is it Suchek? Suchek with besides Lingard, without Suchek, they're nowhere to be found. Because Suchek scored all the game winners and he scored all the equalizers for them. He's one of their best players. He's probably had the... I'm rewarding the player for the year that they had. And Suchek has had his breakout season this year. Without a doubt, he's had his breakout season this year. The 2 centre mids, Mount. You know how I feel about Mount. I love Mount. Mount's my favourite player to watch in the league. And I don't even go for Chelsea. Other one, Gundogan. To me, without Gundogan, City wouldn't be where they are.
And especially the vocal points, the game against Spurs and
all the games,
teams
all the big games that he had, he stood up, and he saved our ass. Left wing, even though he hasn't played a lot, I still gotta say, in my opinion, I'm stuck between 2, but I'll go Grealish. Because I feel like Grealish had for me, it was between Grealish and Jota. Because Jota's technically kept Liverpool in the race, besides Salah. When you think about it. What do you mean? Jota has scored how many goals this season? He's probably scored more than most players on the left wing.
Scored more than freaking Mane this year, that's for sure.
Like, I'm pretty sure he's their second top goal scorer, right? Behind Salah. He has to be. Right wing.
He's got 13 goals this year.
Exactly. And he came in when?
I think July.
Just before the start of the year.
Sorry.
Just before the start of the season.
No, January. I think.
No. He came in July, but he came in like early. Like it was like one of the last announcements.
Oh yeah, the transfer deadline.
Remember? Yeah, it came out of nowhere. Right wing. I want to say this guy, but he's not a right winger. But I won't say him. Right winger. I'm trying to think of players that play on the right wing. I don't want to say Mahrez though, because Mahrez is just an obvious answer. You know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna just go Salah. To me, Salah's probably... the goals that Salah has scored this year, I'll never forget the game against Leeds with his right foot, that fucking volley.
The right volley, yeah.
Bro. And let's be honest, Salah stands up when they need him every time. Well, not every time, but most times.
Yeah, probably half. Yeah,
like in the season. I'm talking about the season, just this
season wise. Yeah.
And striker. I don't know who to pick for. I want to pick a real 9, but I can't think of a real 9.
Actually, if I was to change, I'd probably take out De Bruyne and pick. I'd honestly pick one of the Manchester United players. Probably between fucking Cavani or fucking
team of the year.
because he's always come off the bench and scored. He's there's something about him.
That's like you could just pick Jota there. The way he's been playing this year. Because Jota's done way more goals than him, hasn't he? I know Jota's been... But as well, the reason I picked Jota is because Jota's been injured a lot as well. Well, I had him in suggestions, sorry. You know what? Fuck it. Let's go. Harry Kane. Like, let's be honest, man. He's what? Is he the top assist this year as well?
I think he's both.
I think Salah's the top goal scorer, right?
Actually, yeah.
And like he's second. But the person I was actually thinking about was Bamford. Because to be honest, everyone thought Leeds were going to be relegated this year. And he's actually got them like competing against everyone. But the reason I won't pick Bamford is because he doesn't score enough for me. For a striker. But yeah, that's my fucking team. Which is a pretty solid team when you think about it. Kane, Salah. I don't get how people pick Rashford. I don't understand. Rashford's had a terrible year this season, in my opinion.
An average season if you look at it.
Your player of the year?
Yeah, my player of the year. I'm probably it's a City player. That's for certain. It's between for me Gundogan or your freaking defender Ruben Diaz. Those are the two for me.
I'm actually go for a weird one, and I bet people are gonna find me weird. I would say Diaz, but I don't want to agree with you. I would say Ederson. I feel like Ederson's had his best year this year as a keeper. Actually, no. Let's be honest. I said this before to you ages ago. It would be Gundogan because Gundogan's had the best year out of every player. Gundogan went from completely being out of the squad to being the player that he is now.
Yeah, being troubled of
injuries and all that
injuries
stuff.
and shit, and now being back.
Like I love
pretty much to the top of his game when he was in freaking Dortmund.
Like I reckon it's better. I wouldn't be surprised if it's better than when he was in Dortmund.
Oh, I think it is.
Goals wise, it has to be.
Yeah.
Gundogan was scoring goals.
Assist ratio.
Gundogan was scoring goals weekly with City. It's ridiculous. It's one of the best midfield seasons I've seen for a player that barely started. I don't know. I don't remember how many goals he has. And a lot of people are going to say to me, wow, you don't have De Bruyne. I don't think De Bruyne deserves a team of the year, in my opinion. And
his best year, you're going to laugh. His best year, when they won the title, he only scored 3 goals.
And this year?
For Dortmund. And for you guys...
He scored 9, right? Or like 11?
He scored 12 in 22 games.
It's ridiculous, dude. I can't imagine how many assists. He's probably got a few as well.
Just 2.
That's alright. But yeah, a lot of people would say to me, why not De Bruyne? But I don't think De Bruyne's had that great of a year this year. Compared to Gundogan. Like, Gundogan showed up every game. And I reckon the reason both of us pick Mount is because Mount's been Chelsea's best player the whole year.
Oh, he has.
With Lampard or without, he's been the best player.
Oh, he's fucking playing. It's that one. He's actually playing for the best.
And as well, the reason I picked Soucek is because I feel like West Ham wouldn't be where they are if it wasn't for Soucek. Mine was a tough decision between Soucek and Tielemans.
Tielemans, yeah.
Because I like both of them. You know me, I've loved Tielemans since when I used to play FIFA with the cunt. Like, he's been one of my favourite players to watch. And another one would have been Ndidi. They would have been in discussion because I feel like they've had an amazing year. What are Leicester? Leicester are 3rd, right?
Leicester right now, yeah, they're still 3rd.
So yeah, You know what? Actually, I'll swap Suchek for I'll swap Suchek for Ndidi actually instead of Tillman. Uh
Tillerman. Tillerman, mate.
Tillemans. You knew what I meant.
Yes.
But yeah, I'll pick him because I prefer a player like thing. If Jesse Lingard, in my opinion, Jesse Lingard would be on my bench. He was
I'd probably have him on
he
the
was
bench
the
as well.
player I was thinking of playing right winger
Oh, you could.
over Salah, but I feel like Salah's had an amazing year this year.
But anyways, like you said, Salah for
Has
5 years that he's been at Liverpool as fucking
But what I don't get is this has been his best year in Liverpool, goal scoring wise.
probably. I'd probably say second best year since he scored the 31 goals to win the
How
title.
much is he on?
23, I think.
Well, you get what I mean. Like this has been a
Yeah,
better
22
year.
goals right now.
This has been a better year than last year, right? Or did he score 30
Yeah.
last year?
Actually, no.
Because you said when they won the comp.
Yeah, I think it was probably last year.
Because there's not really that many good right wingers in the Prem. When you think about it. Like that I can think
No,
of.
there isn't.
Who?
No, if you want to pick Rafinha or if you want to pick freaking, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. There's not many. What about your young player of the year?
You know what? Fuck it. I was honestly thinking, which
Who won last year?
what were
Trent,
the
eh?
options again? Yeah.
You got Saka. You got Mount. You got Diaz has to be there. I don't care what anyone says.
Oh yeah,
At the start of
Diaz
the
I
year,
saw
he's still there.
as a nominee.
But Harvey
I-
Barnes?
Yeah, that's
Wait a minute. Who did I pick for my left winger? Oh, Grealish. No, I'll keep Grealish. I was actually thinking about Harvey Barnes because Harvey Barnes had a hell of a year this year before his injuries, obviously.
I honestly go fucking. I'll probably go Ruben Diaz just because for a guy to come in with a $65 million price tag and just to boss it like he is
But is
it's
it really a
phenomenal.
surprise? Like, to me, what he's doing isn't a surprise.
I think since Benfica let go of him, I
Like,
think
he
it's
was the
paying some
captain.
dividends.
He was I'm pretty sure he was like the co-captain.
Yeah, he was the captain of.
He was the
Benfica, I'm
co-captain.
pretty sure.
Pizzi was the captain. And he was the co-captain of Benfica.
Yeah, but anyways, I think that's paying dividends to freaking Benfica's title this year. Freaking Sporting Lisbon pretty much gonna win the title now, so
Yeah, but look at Sporting Lisbon's team. It's better than Benfica's. Benfica lost a lot of people besides just Ruben Diaz. To my knowledge.
that they did.
But I'm thinking I would have picked one player if he stayed fit, but he didn't stay fit, and that was Lamptey.
Yeah, Lamptey would have been a good.
But if I can't pick him, well, Harvey Barnes got injured as well.
Just what? Would you pick Saka then?
You know what? Yeah, because I thought Saka should have won it last year. Even though Trent, no. You know what? I'll go Foden. Just because we won the league. Even though I don't think Foden's had that great of a year. I feel like people are overrating him. A lot.
Well, in terms of Premier League, maybe, but in the Champions League, he stepped up. Scored two, assisted two.
But like
and
I said, look at the teams that
five.
we look. I'm still gonna say this until I die. Look at the teams that we played. Besides PSG, like we haven't really had a challenge. Like you know what?
Well,
No.
it comes,
Like, see, if I was still going to pick a player of the year for the Champions League, I'm picking Mount. Because Mount scored against Madrid. Like, Mount scored
both
against
of the Madrids.
big, like, he scored against big clubs.
Porto, Madrid, and Atletico.
Like, you can't just say Porto's just a shit team. They're not. They're one of the best
They
teams.
knocked out freaking Juve.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if they're a shit team, does that mean Chelsea's like an amazing team then? Like, but yeah. I would pick you know what? Fuck. You know what? I'm gonna stick to my thing. I'm gonna go Mount. Cause I was thinking Mount. I feel like Mount has had the best year. Like, if Gundogan didn't have the goals, you could even pick Mount for Player of the Year. But the thing with Mount is that the thing for me, what people don't see about Mount, and you can't see it in statistics, is his effort. Like Mount's effort, you literally have to watch a game of Chelsea to understand what Mount does. Like, a lot of people say to me, oh, Mount can only play one position. Bullshit. Mount can play CDM, Mount can play Cam, Mount can play CM, and Mount can play false 9. And he can play on the wings. He has played on the wings for Chelsea.
Yeah, he has.
Under Lampard, he was playing like as a right winger, right?
He was playing as a left winger.
Because
sometimes he'd switch. Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like to me that's a superstar. I reckon Mount has had a better year than Foden. To me, Mount is Gerrard and Lampard put together, with a little bit of more skill.
Like I said, when it hits the 29er, you guys will take it.
But what does that have to do between Mount and Foden?
I can see Foden somehow creating.
It's gonna. If City win, it's gonna be Aguero. Let's be honest. If City win, it's gonna be Aguero.
Or maybe it's destined because of the Panaka that he missed against.
Every big moment of Manchester City's history includes Aguero. Literally.
More like it's been Aguero.
It's been Aguero almost every time. But, alright, fuck it. We'll go to predictions of the Champions League. I'm a City fan, and I got Chelsea. And he's a Chelsea fan.
I still
City.
think. Reason being, we've lost the FA Cup. I reckon we'll still qualify for Champions League, but
you just have to beat Leicester tomorrow. Sorry.
Yeah, that hopefully we do, but
the thing with Chelsea. Alright, this is the reason why I think Chelsea will win. Chelsea can't play against a low block, right? Do you agree?
In a sense, yeah.
Manchester City never play with a low block. Ever. Have you ever seen Manchester City play with a low block? When have Manchester City ever played defensive? Not even against Liverpool. That's how Liverpool beat us every time in the Champions League. And in the league. The thing is, with Manchester City, they only know one way of football, and that's attacking. And the one thing that Chelsea know is pressing. All it takes is...
That's the system they're fucking well known for, I guess.
All it takes, every Champions League I've ever seen, all it takes is one mistake. And what I've noticed with Chelsea, whenever it comes to a big game, they never make that mistake. besides the last game in the FA Cup final. But that team won't be playing in the FA Cup final.
No Champions League final.
Sorry, that team won't be playing in the Champions League final. Let's be realistic. That won't be the team.
Yeah, it won't be the team.
And don't get me wrong, like a lot of City fans are like, yeah, but they beat us with la la la. They beat us with like a weakened team. Yes, that is true. But we still had our back line. Like, we had our back line.
And plus, I don't get why Guardiola's trying to mirror always Tuchel's formation.
The thing with Guardiola, I don't care what anyone says. It happens all the time with City. He always tries something different, and it never works. Except for this false nine thing that he's doing this year. My thing is, I don't like how cocky City fans are for this game. Everyone talks Guardiola's record. That was a decade ago. Right? When was the last time he won the Champions League?
It would have been, was it 2010?
Exactly.
Actually, no, sorry. Was it 2010? I think it was.
It would have been 2010 or 2011.
Time when United were in the final. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's so long ago. If Guardiola was so great as everyone says, he would have won it with Bayern. That's the only thing he would have had to focus with in Bayern. And they lost. How many times? They got eliminated by Barca twice, I think. Yeah. One was where Suarez done that fucking disgusting move on Boateng. Oh. And the one where Messi had them fucking jumping around like headless chickens. Where he chipped the keeper. Where he chipped Neuer. I'll never forget that. And with City, he's never been successful either. Out of like four seasons that he's been here.
Yeah.
My thing is about City is in big games, we struggle. Against big teams, except for this year. This is the only year that we've had good games against big teams.
That's why I say it's gonna be your year.
But my thing is, all it takes is Edison running out of his box and taking someone out.
He's not gonna do the same thing like he did to Mane or like the American keeper.
But you don't know.
Like the American backup keeper done in the FA Cup.
That's the thing with Edison though. That's what Edison does.
He does, but I reckon he's probably learned from.
Don't get me wrong, I love Edison. I love Edison. I'm a City fan. I love Edison. But all it takes is something like that. And barely ever do the favourites win the Champions League. It's always the miracle, la 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 story. And I feel like Tuchel's learned a lot after the Bayern game. I reckon that must have... he's been there before. And recently. Thiago Silva was there. Wasn't he?
What?
With PSG. Wasn't he the centre-back?
Yeah, he was.
So it's there. Like, he has... you know what I mean? Like, he has the core.
He has the vast knowledge and shit.
Like, for me, that's the thing... And as well, City can't defend corners to save their life.
Never, we're not that great either, to be honest, on set pieces.
I'm just scared that, I don't know, I don't think Zuma will play, but I can see like a Zuma, Giroud, some bullshit like that. But in my eyes, I reckon what's going to kill us, we can't play Zinchenko. I don't care what anyone says. Zinchenko's going to get rinsed by Werner. Zinchenko can't keep up with him. He's too slow. And the problem
If
with City,
if he does man to man, then different.
it won't matter.
That'll be a problem.
It won't matter because the thing with City is we play a high line. You look at every team that we played in the Champions, besides PSG. Like, PSG is like the only team that could have tested us, but they didn't. But PSG, I feel like man to man, if we look at the midfield, I feel like you just edge us out. Reason why? You have the best CDM in the world.
And Golo Kante. Da, da, da.
And no one in City's team can replicate what he does.
Work rate wise, yeah.
And,
right.
in my opinion, no one has the work rate of Mount. I feel like Mount might be the reason you win this. Literally, all you need is Jack Grealish in that team. And a striker. And it'll be a perfect team. Play Werner as a
I don't know. I feel like honestly maybe recalling Ross Barkley and maybe try and get
I'll get Grealish.
him too.
I don't think he's need Barkley, to be honest. But as well, Barkley's going to cost a lot. Villa was saying they can't afford him. Apparently Chelsea want like 40 something mil. Hey,
I think we spent like 30 mil.
Who knows? You just might get Kane.
Fucking. It'll be a waste of money. 120 million price tag.
The question is, would it still be that much because he's transfer listed?
Yeah, it still will be. That's what Spurs' asking price is. But I highly doubt. Actually, no. One of us will pay it. Either United.
We won't.
One of us will pay it.
I don't think City will offer it. Because if you look at every time City try to replace a player, they never replace it with an older player.
Oh, and from what Guardiola said, he's already got his replacement.
Let me explain these. A lot of people ask me, they go, that's not true. It is true. For example, we got rid of Sane. We bought Fernan Torres, who's younger than Sane. We got rid of Company. We got Ruben Diaz, who's younger than Company, and he's 23, 24. When we got rid of, the only time was Walker. And he was still younger than Zabaleta, sorry. Every time we've gotten rid of like a player like that, we always replace him with a younger player. A way younger player. We got rid of Bravo. We brought in Edison, who was like, what, 20-something?
21, 2 at the time.
When we lost... I'm trying to remember who we lost when we got stoned. Lescott? It would have been like Lescott or one of them. We brought in Stones. Whose Stones was what, 20... He was in his 20s when we bought him.
Mm-hmm.
He was in his... Sterling? We bought Sterling when he was what, 20? 19?
Probably 20.
You know what I mean? Like, we always buy young players. Bernardo. We bought Bernardo when he was 20. 21, 22. We've never really bought an older player. I feel like they've learned from like the past experiences where we used to buy old players.
I think you're backed by your manager as well. That's the thing.
Yeah, but it's always been, haven't you noticed, it's always been young players that Pep can teach.
Yeah.
Besides Mahrez. But Mahrez made sense because Mahrez was experienced enough that we needed a player like him into our team. And everyone's going to be like, well, what about Aguero? But I'm talking about when Pep got there. We always replaced, with a better player. Like even Ake,
the way Pep is, I want to say, the way Pep is talking, yeah, Ake's like 20, 23 or something.
Like, that's
24.
still young. Like, just into... Like, that's the thing. He always made a replacement for players.
Even the way Pep's talking, I was saying before, you already found your replacement when it comes to a striker.
Yeah. You know who it is.
Yeah, Torres.
Huh?
Ferran Torres.
I reckon it's
He's already
Haaland.
stated that.
I reckon we're going
He's
to
already
wait.
stated.
I reckon we're going to wait until his contract ends. And we'll buy him. Why not? Because instead of offering...
Or his agent will take him to freaking Bayern, like they always say.
I don't see that happening. Well, what?
That's what I heard. His agent wants to, if he can't get the transfer, he's gonna force it.
But I don't think. But you can't force it. You have to force the club.
Who knows? Agent fucking will just.
But you have to force the fans of Bayern. Remember, because they're 50% of the owners. I mean Dortmund. So Dortmund would have to get something in return for him. They're not going to just let him go for fuck all. Unless he leaves on his free. He can't force a transfer.
Or if he requests his own transfer, that's the thing.
But as long as he's still on contract, they can just keep him there. They can literally do what Arsenal did to Ozil. And be like, you know what, you're staying here. Fuck you. Just.
Or even do the same thing that Bale's doing to Madrid.
He's got a contract left. That's the reality. He's got a contract left. They're not going to just let him go for free. It's like Barca with Coutinho. They're not going to just let someone go for free, especially a team like Dortmund. I don't think Dortmund would let him go like that.
No, they wouldn't.
And especially the club, because I feel like he's a fan favourite in Dortmund.
Yeah, I'd probably say so.
Alright.
Just for the goals.
I'm going to bring up another segment. Who would be your top 3 transfer targets for Chelsea?
Top 3?
And one in each position.
Obviously. That's actually an interesting one.
Like, just 3. You don't have to name, obviously, a full squad.
One, I'll definitely go Haaland. Just because
Yous need him. To be honest,
Factor-wise,
for Yous, it's between him and Kane. Like, Yous need one of the two. Because the thing is, at least with Kane, he's proven it in the Prem. And as well, he's probably going to be watching the Champions League very closely.
And you'll
Is he close with Mount? Like,
nope.
That's the interesting thing. Like, I wonder if he's close with any of the boys in the English squad. Like Chilwell, Reece James. Like, you've got more English players than we do. We only got 2. Foden and Stones. Oh, and Walker.
Just trying to check. So we got Reece James, Ben Chilwell, Mason Mount.
I'm pretty
Obviously
sure.
Tammy Abraham, but he doesn't fucking play.
But he still gets picked, right?
He hasn't gotten picked at all since.
Does Loftus-Cheek get picked?
Nah, he's in Fulham.
But, like, did you sell him?
Nah,
on loan. But that's my point. Barkley kind of gets picked here and there. So that's another player. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I wonder if he might pick, like, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes to United. Even though United don't need a player like him.
That's true. I'd say.
If I'm United, I'm keeping Martial over him. Or
Martial's like 26, isn't he?
24.
Jeez, still young.
25. Or sell him to PSG. Have you heard the rumour that they reckon they could sell Kane to PSG and get Icardi. In my opinion, I'll do the other one. Instead of taking Icardi, I'll take Moise Kean.
Yeah.
But they won't do that because that's a
Well,
young.
isn't he fucking on loan from Everton, or is it a permanent transfer to
I think
PSG?
it's a permanent transfer. I'm pretty sure. It was
I
permanent.
said. So what were the positions? So you said striker,
You can
cam,
pick.
and
You can
what?
pick either. It doesn't matter. But you said the first one was Haaland, obviously.
I'm just trying to.
I
I'm
got
just trying to
mine.
think, brother.
If you want me.
Well, actually, let's hear you first. This is just. I'm not gonna
If I
obviously
was to
copy you.
pick, if I would pick a striker, honestly, I can see it happening because I reckon he would suit us a lot. I reckon Haaland might be next year. But for me, honestly, João Felix is a perfect player for City. He literally will suit the way that we play. Like, he plays the way that we play. And I would be a cunt. And you're gonna imagine adding this as well with João Felix. Replace Sterling. I would replace Sterling with Grealish. Imagine the passing between Felix, Foden, De Bruyne, and Grealish.
Yeah, that does sound
And
awful.
if I was to get another player, I'd probably get a left back. I don't know who though. I'd probably get a left back. We need a left back. I don't trust Zinchenko enough as a left back. Honestly, I'd love to get Mendy, but I don't think he would ever come to City. Actually, wait, he's 25. I would probably prefer someone younger. Honestly, I'd love for City to get Tierney, but I don't see that happening.
No, to me, he's a top player. Hey, Papaya, what's going on, bro? What's happening?
But imagine that. That would be a mad move. And that would be a perfect move for City to get Tierney.
Oh, yeah, for sure, 100%.
Like someone like that. We need a left back.
And he's.
That's what we need.
I know.
That's the one that we need the most.
I know. I was gonna say as well because, yeah, I know it says the SPL, Scottish Premier League, but fucking even then he proved it for that trap squad.
Who,
Like
Tierney?
no offense to freaking Celtic.
Celtic's not
Proved
a
it for
crap
them.
squad.
Proved it to them.
Bro, isn't he the captain for Scotland? Doesn't he play over Robertson as left back? I swear he plays over and Robertson plays like as a centre back or something. Over.
No, I think he plays like as a winger. City's the best team.
Because Tierney literally plays as a left back. I know that. I remember that. But
yeah, for me, I'll go with Marlon. Marlon, first one will obviously be Haaland. For Cam,
to be honest,
I'll have to choose a Cam.
You could use Grealish. And play Mount more defensive.
For Cam, I would. Who's been a standout performance in all the leagues?
Lingard?
I'm just trying to.
You want to take Grealish as a Cam? He plays as a Cam. It's just that for Aston Villa, he plays on the wing.
Actually, yeah, he wouldn't actually be a bad play.
I
Get
feel like
him and get myself a left back as well.
I feel like what you miss.
Sometimes I feel Chilwell gets exposed.
I feel like what you won't get a centre back because it's Thiago Silva.
With the amount of centre backs, with the amount of centre backs we got, I reckon we would be alright.
What about right back? Oh wait, no. Honestly, I would try to replace Pulisic.
Pulisic, yeah.
Unless you're playing Werner as a winger.
I can
Because to
see.
me,
I can see that.
Werner
If we
can
get a new
play.
striker, it will happen. It will happen next season. He'll be just a wing.
Because what? You could just play Werner, Havertz as a cam, Mount plays as a DM with Kante or Kovacic, one of the two.
Yeah. I honestly see that.
Honestly,
Well,
I would get a. Everyone's gonna laugh at this, but I would get a keeper for years. I would get Donnarumma
He's been linked with us a
or
lot.
a centre back, Pau Torres from
Wow,
Villarreal.
Villarreal, interesting.
Because to me,
And the
like that's
finals
a
as
type.
well.
That's a type of player that he looks like a leader. Like honestly, I would take Pau Torres at City. He looks like a player that suits like the Prem. Another player.
Jeez, you've already got all your players. That's the problem.
Well, yeah,
You
but
don't need any more centre backs.
Laporte's injury prone, and I would
And he's
take.
not the most favoured centre back before.
I'll take Torres
Yeah.
over. I'll take Torres over. Not Laporte, but over Stones.
No, for sure.
And you might get Jimenez. He's honestly he would be perfect for the Premier League, the way he plays.
No, he would.
Only problem with him is he's injury prone, but he is transfer listed. Atletico Madrid have put him on the transfer list. I don't get how that works. They've put him and Suarez on the transfer list, and Suarez has literally won them the league. Well, about to win them the league.
One game to play. All they need is a draw or a win, and they win the league.
It's just crazy.
34 years of age, and Barca selling him because he's too old. So there you go, Barca.
If you had to pick a player for 3 players for Leicester, who would you pick? I feel like Leicester just need to strengthen their team a bit. I reckon
3 players for Leicester.
the first is a striker for Vardy. I don't think Iheanacho can play as a starter, in my opinion. I would pick what's his name? Edouard from
Celtic, yeah.
Because he's
I,
played.
I would honestly say I'd probably say him. I'd probably say either.
They need a replacement.
You know what's funny?
They need a
You're probably
replacement
laughing at
for
me.
Mahrez.
I'd probably choose one of the little players. One of the 2 little players, the striker, probably Tim Weah or freaking Burak Yilmaz.
Well, they picked up that guy. They signed him for 20 mil. The CM. That guy that I was saying about.
Oh, the one that you showed me before.
Whatever. Yeah, they picked him up, so that's a good signing for them because that's a good replacement for Ndidi if he wants to leave. But my thing is, right now they could pick up a lot of players because they're in the Champions League. If they make it, like if they stay in.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if they don't make the Champions League, half of their players leave. Like Ricardo Pereira, Castagne, and all that. But then you see how they felt when they won, and it's like it's a club that's complete. For me, I would pick up a centre back, because I don't think Johnny Evans can be a starter. I know they got Sionchu.
Last time I checked, it's Fofana and Sionchu. That's 2 main starters now.
But is Fofana gonna leave? Is the question.
He just came in the one this season, I think, didn't he?
No, he's been there for like 2 years. I wonder if a big.
Interesting to see now he's getting utilized.
Anyway, I'd pick a right wing. They need a right wing because they got a deadly left wing in Harvey Barnes, but they need a right winger.
Right wing, if they had
Honestly,
if
they had the money, I would go for
one. Get one.
I'd go for Bernardo.
No, I don't think they'd be able to. Actually, if they make the Champions League, they'd probably have the budget to buy him.
Because I doubt Mahrez. I don't think City would be willing to let go of Mahrez. But I reckon they would be willing to let go. Or the other way around, go for Mahrez.
Sell him back.
Why not? Leicester,
unless there's a buyback clause.
Leicester would take him. I reckon they would. How old is Mahrez?
Maybe if there's a buy.
He's not that old,
he's like
right?
28, I think.
Do you know who
Mahrez
would be a good?
age.
Do you know who would be a good one?
Oh wow, he's 30.
Do you know who would be a good one?
Mm.
Not as a winger, but Andre Silva. Because I feel like he's very
Yeah.
similar to not Mahrez, Vardy. And if they lost Madison, I reckon they should bring in Joe Willock.
But even as well, from what we've seen, a lot of people that come in from the Bundesliga and try and adjust to the Premier League, like take it for instance. I know it's not Premier League and stuff, but
But
you had
from-
freaking
Do you know why I think it might work? He plays with Ricardo Pereira in the national squad. So it might be easier for like a player like Ricardo Pereira to ease him into the league. And as well,
it
he's
might
old.
be.
He's not old. He's 24. Like, he's not young. And as well, you're still keeping Vardy. I'm not saying Vardy's leaving. I'm saying this guy is the player
Vardy's like what?
He's the player to replace Vardy.
34 Vardy.
But you get what I mean? Like, he could be
bro.
a great player to replace Vardy.
Oh, he would be 100%.
Honestly, if I was Leicester, I would go for Greenwood, but I don't think they can afford him. Because I would assume Greenwood would want to start.
Yeah.
And I don't see him
probably
starting
do.
at United. Even though he's been starting lately.
The last couple games, and he's been delivering.
Oh.
But yeah.
How about Livo? We'll do the last. Livo will be the last one.
With them, since Wijnaldum is going, you could. When Wijnaldum's gone, you would probably need a replacement for him.
I'll
most
go
likely.
Gravenberch.
You know what's? I would probably
Is it
go.
Gravenberch? How do you pronounce his name? The guy from Ajax?
I'd probably go Leroy Fer.
Fur. Do you know how old he is? He's like in his 30s.
He's got vast experience.
But they don't need experience. Liverpool, they got Henderson and all that stuff, and Thiago and shit. Wouldn't you want to?
What makes you think that won't go soon?
Wouldn't you go younger instead of older? That's why I said Gravenberch.
I'm just trying to think who else is fucking in the Ajax team then, besides.
What about Gravenberch?
Yeah, besides Gravenberch, I'm just trying to think who else.
There
is in.
you got Hayton as well.
Actually,
Like I would not replace with an older player. I would want a younger player. Because they still got Naby Keita as well. He just has to get fit.
yeah.
Question, is Salah leaving? Because if Salah's leaving, you have to replace Salah. I would go
I think
Doku.
it might be.
For me, Doku is the perfect replacement for Salah. Jeremy Doku.
Even a lot of people are saying Ismail Sarr.
Who?
Ismail Sarr, or whatever his name is, from freaking Watford.
The thing with Ismail Sarr, he didn't even prove it in the Prem. When he played in the Prem.
Yeah, the only one game he had good was against Liverpool.
You get my point? So it's like, why? You might as well just keep Minamino. At least Minamino scored in the Prem. A lot. Well, not a lot, but he scored at least.
Oh, when he starts, at least there's points. There's times where he actually gives something.
And I'd probably pick another centre back, honestly. Oh, they got it. They got Konate.
Phillips, whatever.
They got Konate from Leipzig. So if
I would do fucking a Michele.
Right back.
No, as a centre back.
Question.
If they actually play him
Would
like
you go Michele and move Trent forward to a winger?
I reckon.
In my opinion, Trent should be a winger, not a defender.
Because his fucking crossing is just.
No, it's his defense. That's the problem. He's a liability defending.
Yeah, he is, but when you look at his past games that he's played, like
Mate,
I know you'll say United and all
he
that.
got put on a spliff by Vinicius Junior, and Vinicius Junior is horrible. He's a horrible player. He doesn't even have technique as a Brazilian. If
Yeah,
you were to
and
tell
they paid him 40 mil for him.
exactly when look, what did Vinicius Junior do against Chelsea?
Got kept quiet.
Huh? By
Kept quiet.
by Reece James. Not even by Aspie. Not even Reece James. Aspie played majority of those games. You
That he
know,
did.
yeah, it's like for me, it's like I love Trent, but I reckon I would play Trent as a winger. To me, Trent reminds me
They
literally.
haven't even, you know, they haven't picked him as for the freaking Euros yet.
Would you? I
No, I'm
wouldn't,
just saying they
bro.
haven't
I
picked
wouldn't
him.
even pick him over Lamptey, even if Lamptey
But
was fit.
then last time I checked, it was Walker,
Trippier,
Kieran Trippier. Who else was it? Reece James, and I think that's it.
yeah.
Those are the three.
I'm not surprised. I would play him as a winger, like I said. Because to me,
And Southgate's smart. Just the fact that
he
fucking
reminds me of Beckham. He's literally
yeah,
very similar to Beckham.
Southgate's smart. Just the fact that Atletico are gonna most likely, or if not, they'll maybe clinch the title. Same, like I
I
wouldn't,
wouldn't pick, like I
wouldn't
said,
stand with
I
us.
wouldn't pick him as a defender. I would
Yeah,
pick him as a mid. If he was a mid, I would pick him as a mid. Bro, can you imagine him as a CM? He's got the height, he's got everything. It's just he can't defend. He's a liability defensive wise.
he'd be almost playing in the same as freaking the is it Curtis Jones, whatever his name is.
Yeah, I would either play him as a right mid or a CM because his passing is no one in the English team passes like him, and as well, in my opinion, you gotta pick him just for the set pieces alone. But I say that, does that mean Ward Prowse should
Yeah.
get picked?
He's the fucking. I'd say between them two, the set piece taker.
Well, Ward Prowse is the best set piece taker.
Just that he plays for Southampton. That's it.
Bro, there's so many teams that you could say like you could help them. But yeah.
Yeah.
End of an era. Roy Hodgson left Palace.
He left at the time where
Here you go.
actually they survived.
Frankie Lampard to
No,
to
if
Palace.
that he's gonna get them relegated. I'm sorry.
Nah, I don't think so. You just gotta fix their defense, bro. They should have sold Zaha when they had the chance.
Zaha now he's
Injury
stuck
prone.
there.
Honestly, if you fix their defense, you're alright. Because they got a good midfield now with Eze in there. All you gotta do is sign 2 good centre backs. In my opinion, I got a perfect centre back pair for that. Tarkowski and oh my god, what's that cunt's name from Brighton?
Well, Lewis Dunk.
Imagine that as a combo together.
Good.
They got good right backs and left backs. You put them two. You got Ritterwild, or I forget how to pronounce his name.
So you have Ezzy, then you have Kyoto, then you have
No. Kuyate is shit. Ritterwild, rather, how the fuck do you pronounce that cunt's name? The guy that I like that used to play in Ajax. Riddlewild, or what the fuck his name is. Yeah, you put him there as well.
Riddlewild's.
The one with the afro. Riderwold, or what the fuck his name is.
Riderwold, yeah. I think it is.
You play him with Eze. Who got relegated?
Sheffield got relegated.
Mm-hmm.
Sheffield,
West
Fulham,
Brom.
and I think West Brom.
So, get Mateus Pereira as a cam for Palace.
Mm.
Get the what's that winger's name from West Brom? The right wing. The one with the like paint on his head.
Oh yeah.
Jumbia, or what the fuck his name is.
Just trying to think of him now.
Did Fulham have a good left wing?
Did Fulham have a good left wing besides Lookman? That was
And then
unknown. That's
if you see what I mean, like you could build a lineup from just that team. When you think about
you could.
And as well, they had two good centre backs actually.
Ah, so that guy you're thinking about was Diana.
Yeah. Wouldn't you put him if you were Palace? Palace need a right winger.
Oh fucking Nat Niles is fucking lame. Forgot. Just trying to fucking who else did they have?
Just look at
Matt Phillips is fucking old as well.
Just look at the game that they played yesterday. Right? Didn't they use the 14?
Yeah, I'll have a look now. All right, the team against Liverpool.
You know
Okay,
what?
they played Conor Gallagher.
How old is Ajayi?
Ah, Dean Garner. Yeah, that's the one as well.
Who?
Dean Garner.
Is that the striker?
Yeah, that's the striker that plays as a winger.
Ah, I thought that was that big, tall striker.
No, I think it is.
Yeah.
South African. So, wait, they never used freaking Diano. Oh, interesting.
Oh, fuck.
So Phillips, Gallagher,
He's 29.
Yokolsk, Sue, Pereira, Robson Kanu.
Nah, Diagana's the one that I'm talking about. Yeah, the 23-year-old. I could see him signing to a Prem club.
Yeah, I could see it happening too.
I would take
maybe one of the newly promoted teams that come in.
Not even that. Palace would need a player like him. But they won't do it. But they should. I reckon Palace could use a player like him. Even Spurs.
You hear about the kid? You hear about the kid from Sheffield that now everybody is alerted by? He scored a goal, and he scored one goal, and now everybody is now keeping tabs on him.
What, that D. Jebison?
Yeah, they won 1-0 against Everton.
Wow. Just because I wanted. Stupid.
Hey, mate, if you see it, you will laugh at the stats, though.
I saw the stats. I just looked at it. Question: is this guy old?
Fucking hell, man! It's like literally tight between. I'm just looking at this top four right now. Chelsea need to win their last 2 games.
Yep.
They honestly fucked up. Their last couple of games.
They fucked up against Arsenal. If you beat Arsenal, that would have been it. No one would have been able to catch you. You needed to beat
last 2
Arsenal.
games, less than freaking Aston Villa. Yeah, this is gonna be.
Well, Aston Villa haven't been that hard lately. Leicester.
I honestly see a draw with Aston Villa.
Be interesting. Today will be interesting because that's against Leicester. You know what? Fuck it. Let's end it. Let's go with the. We'll just do it because it's live. We'll do the predictions. All right. Tomorrow, United Fulham.
United. That's without a doubt.
What do you reckon?
Fulham are relegated,
What do you
so
reckon score?
probably 3-0.
I'll go 3-1. I reckon they'll concede a goal. Because I reckon it's the first time they're playing in front of fans.
Oh, the fans are back.
Yeah.
Oh, about time. Jeez.
Southampton Leeds.
Southampton Leeds. I
I
can
reckon
see
like a 2-1
Leeds just edging it.
Southampton.
Why do you say South?
Brighton
Before we
City.
go, why do you say Southampton?
Because Southampton have been winning their games.
Leeds have that they have as well.
I just reckon Southampton have the better strikers. Che Adams and Danny Ings. I'll take them over Bamford and Rodrigo any day.
Anyhow, what was the next one?
And as well, they got Walcott. I reckon Walcott's going to play well.
And plus they signed now permanent.
Listen to this. They beat Fulham 3-1. They beat Palace 3-1. And Che Adams has scored in both games. They lost to Liverpool 2-0. They drew 1-1 with Leicester. And they lost 2-1 to Tottenham. So they've test two of the... Yeah, I just reckon they have the better squad. City and Brighton.
City.
Score,
I'll probably say. Probably just say comfortable. Probably 2-0 or something.
That's
2-3-0.
comfortable to you. I got 2-1. I reckon Brighton's playing at home.
And plus in front of fans, yeah, that will lift their spirits, us in a sense.
Chelsea, Leicester. I got Chelsea.
I want to say
Chelsea edge
us.
it out.
I'm gonna say us, but we'll just edge it.
Yeah.
Because now we have something to prove.
And as well, I think Leicester will still be too high on the FA Cup win.
Yeah, they'll probably just give us the
You know
way.
what I mean? Like
I don't want to say they'll give us.
They'll just be in a high. Everton Wolves.
Newcastle will have something to prove. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everton Wolves. I'll probably say.
And as well, they know that this game's leading to the final, right?
Yeah.
When's the
Everton
final?
Wolves.
29th?
29th.
Fuck.
Europa 27.
Alright. Everton Wolves. I got Everton.
I'll probably say Everton as well, 2-1.
Calvin Lewin for the win.
Yeah.
I got 2-0. Newcastle, Sheffield. I got
Newcastle, Sheffield.
Newcastle.
I'll probably say maybe 3-1.
Newcastle. Got the boy Joe.
Somehow, it's between Joe Willock or
And St.
Callum Wilson.
Maxim.
They'll score 1 of the 3.
Spurs and Villa.
That's an interesting one.
I got Villa.
I reckon probably a 2-2 draw
I got Villa.
somehow.
I got Villa 2-1. Palace and Arsenal. I got Palace.
They got their caretaker.
Palace.
Caretaker.
Only reason I got Palace is because it's in Palace. And their fans make a lot of noise at Palace.
I'll probably say 2-1.
For me, the fans will just lift them. You know what I mean? Like, that's something exciting. Like, I'll be so excited to play in front of the fans again.
Oh, yeah, for
as
sure.
a player.
100%.
Burnley and Liverpool.
Is that Burnley? Turf Moor, whatever it's called?
I reckon Liverpool.
Liverpool sometimes I had trouble with them, but
the thing is, Sean
probably
Allardyce loves playing. Not Sean Allardyce. What's Burnley's coach's name again? That's not Allardyce.
It's funny. It's Sean Allardyce is gone from the Burnley coach. Apparently, he's still there.
Is it Sean Allardyce?
Burnley current coach.
What's his name?
I'm pretty sure it's. Apparently, he's still there.
Oh, I reckon. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna make it interesting. I got a Burnley win. I could see like a Chris Wood giving the defenders a tough problem, because as you see, a lot of their players are injured. Jota's out for the rest of the year.
For what?
He's injured.
Yeah, but what? What's the
I
injury?
don't fucking know.
Well, he's just injured in general.
Yeah. And their two defenders are injured as well. So it's just Nat Phillips and Reece Williams, which I reckon they could take advantage of that. Burnley. And then you got West Brom and West Ham.
I've got West Ham.
Same here, I got West Ham.
That's without a doubt.
I got West Ham as
I'll
well.
probably say maybe 3-1.
I got West Ham as well. I don't know what the score. 2-0. Probably. 3-0, 3-4.
Yeah,
I just
I'll probably
reckon
go
away.
maybe 3-1 roughly.
Because where are West Ham?
5th, I think.
7th. With 59
Who's 5th then?
points. Huh?
Who's 5th then?
Liverpool.
Sorry, yeah.
And Spurs are 6th. Imagine that, if Spurs were actually winning their games, they could be in the top 4. They could be in the top 4 race. But yeah.
Freaking United just need their second last game to win. They qualified. It's gonna be hard.
Who do United have?
Last 2 games. Shit teams.
Fulham and Wolves. You never know, man. What happens if Fulham beat them?
They won't beat them.
But alright, that's all we got to say for today. We hope y'all enjoyed this. We'll bring it back. I'm probably going to get some clips up for like Insta or something. But yeah, this has been your boy SB.
And obviously, this has been your boy Chronix.
We
Signing out.
We just had some fun talking shit about football. And yeah,
I actually enjoyed it.
who knows? I don't know how
discussion.
often we might do this. Knowing me and him, we could literally do this once or twice a week. It's just not talk about all the things in detail.
Yeah.
Like maybe talk about.
Or we just drag this.
Maybe
this would drag on forever.
Maybe like not tomorrow, but sometime on the weekend we could do another video and we'll talk about like Arsenal and shit like that, like players they could get. Because who didn't we talk about? Arsenal, Spurs, United. That's 3 that we could say, like 3 players at
well.
Everton, yeah. Villa, Leicester. Oh no, we did speak about Leicester.
Wolves.
Yeah. Alright, but anyway, we're off. Peace.
Peace out.
Laters.
Laters.